advocates are suing federal authorities alleging, quote, inhumane conditions at the ICE facility in West suburban Broadview. The ACLU of Illinois and MacArthur Justice Center filed the lawsuit. The head lawyer on this is joining us now to talk about it. We say hello to Alexa Van Brunt, director of the MacArthur Justice Center's Illinois office. Alexa, thanks so much for joining me this morning. I know we just learned of this lawsuit in the last couple of hours. When exactly did you file it, and take us through what it claims?
Sure. Thank you so much for having me. We filed late last night, early this morning, and we filed on behalf of a class of detainees who are locked up inside the Broadview ICE detention facility. We are claiming inhumane and deplorable conditions inside that facility. People are being treated worse than you would treat animals, as some of the detainees have said in declarations. There's not enough food. There's not enough water. There's not any medical care at all. There's no privacy. There is no safety, especially for the women there. And what's also really, really problematic is there's no access to counsel, to lawyers. No lawyers are allowed in. No lawyers are allowed phone calls. Detainees, people who are locked up there, cannot call their lawyers. As a result, people can't seek access to courts, can't seek legal remedies to try to file a habeas petition or get released. And what we have also heard repeatedly, and this is unique in Chicago, it seems to be unique, is that ICE agents and other federal officers are forcing and coercing people to sign forms waiving their rights and agreeing to be deported against their will because they don't understand what the forms say, and they're in a language they don't understand, and they don't have lawyers to advise them. So people are being whisked out of the country without any due process. Now, it's just a black hole. It's what it is.
You had mentioned just a little bit ago that a lot of these former detainees, at least, have come forward with this information. Outside of that, how do you know that these allegations are true?
Right. So we have many declarations supporting our complaint from people who are locked up there. We heard from them after they got transferred out of Broadview to other ICE facilities in different states, or else after they were removed from the country. We talked to people in Mexico. We talked to people in Honduras. And all the statements we got from people were the same. They all described the same conditions: the massive overcrowding, the massive denial of basic necessities, the horrible conditions, people having to sleep on floors, near toilets, in chairs. We also talked to their lawyers, their immigration attorneys, who heard these same things. We have declarations from Congress people, from Congresswoman Delia Ramirez, from Congressman Chuy Garcia, from Congressman Danny Davis, decrying their lack of access to Broadview and talking about their concern over conditions. We have declarations from clergy who have been denied access after years of being able to provide pastoral care there. And we have declarations from protesters who were arrested and then detained briefly in Broadview. And once they got out, they could freely talk about what they saw inside and what they experienced, and they have. And their declarations are part of this lawsuit also.
So I know,
and they were able to speak about it very clearly.
Gotcha. I understand too, part of the lawsuit mentions the fact that journalists, lawmakers, and clergy, faith leaders, as you have just mentioned, are not allowed inside the facility. So that leads to this lack of accountability. Yeah. What do you hope within the lawsuit would change that? I mean, is that something that you would be pushing for, is that people are allowed in?
For sure. That's the main request, is fixing the conditions so people are getting the basic necessities that they need to survive: food, water, ability to sleep, ability to have clothes and medical care, but also access to the outside world, access to their lawyers, access to medicines from their family, and an opening up of that facility so that we can make sure that people's human rights are being protected and that the defendants aren't acting with impunity, as they have been doing now for months.
And I know you just filed this lawsuit within the last 12 hours or so, but have any federal agencies responded to the lawsuit at this point?
We have provided notice to the Department of Justice. We have a hearing set before a federal judge at 3 p.m. today on our motion for an emergency temporary restraining order. And basically, that's all we know at this point. We expect there to be quick developments because it is a dire situation, and we hope there will be relief to come quickly.
Okay, Alexa Van Brunt with the MacArthur Justice Foundation. Thank you. Keep us, I know you will, but keep us up to date on the progress of this lawsuit. Thanks so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.